So now let's see how we did on our noble gas configuration guided practice. So there's a couple ways that we can do our noble gas electron configurations. We can either do what I did on the arsenic problem and write out the full electron configuration and then take out our noble gas. Or we can look at where our noble gas ends in that chart I gave you and then just pick up from there. So let's go ahead and do phosphorus like that. And if this doesn't work for you, it's okay to do it the other way and just write the whole thing and work back. But it may be a little easier this way. So if we look at our table, of noble gases, we saw that in this case, phosphorus has 15 electrons. We need a noble gas with less. Neon has 10. So we're going to start with neon because that's the next smallest. And if we look at our chart, we see that neon ends in 2p6. And if you can't remember this, you'll have to count up and figure out how many electrons you need and where that ends up with. So we know this ends at 2p6. So we want to pick up from there. So 2p6 means I'm done there. I follow my arrow down, add 3s2. And so that's my 10 electrons from neon plus 3s2 electrons. So I've still got 3 left. I follow my arrow around. And I have 3 electrons left, so it's going to be 3p3. So that's my noble gas configuration. Now let's do our same thing for tin. For tin, we look on the periodic table, it's Sn. Blame Latin. Latin had stannum. It's got 50 electrons. So we need to look at our chart or look at our periodic table, find a noble gas that has fewer electrons than tin. So we look in group 18, we see that krypton is there with its 36 electrons. And so we need to figure out what comes after those first 36. So if you don't remember where krypton ends, just count up. 1s has 2, 2s has 2, 2p has 6, that's 10. 3s has 2, 3p has 6. We go to 4s next, which has 2, that's 20. 3d has 10, that's 30. 4p has 6, that's our 36 electrons. So krypton leaves off at 4p6. So we pick up where krypton left off. So we're going to start at 5s. It has 2 electrons. Remember, this is my 36 electrons plus my 2 5s. Plus, I go next back around to 4d. And 4d can have 10. For D can have 10, so that's 36 plus 2 plus 10, so this gets me 48 so far. I still need 2 more, so I still need to follow around. After 4D, I go to 5p, and there's only 2 electrons left. So this is my noble gas configuration for tin. We add it all up, plus 2 more, I still have my 50 electrons. All right, so you should work on your practice now. Ask questions if you've got them.